All right.
We're here.
We're back. Episode 3.
Yeah. Or I think it almost was before, but
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. Yeah.
All right.
Forgot we did
So,
the half.
just over 11 weeks and 17 weeks for me. Where you at?
Holy shoot.
I know.
I honestly, it's going so fast. I honestly feel like I've been like in this thinking it's like 16. Hold on, I have to do this. Hey Siri, how many weeks until August 29th?
It's 14 weeks and 2 days until then.
Holy shoot.
I know.
Someone asked me and I was like, I think it's 15, but you know what? Lita said the same thing. I was like, how many weeks out are you? And she was like, I think like 16. I'm like, no, there's no way. Because your show's way before mine. And then we did hers and it was like 12. And she was like, oh,
Yeah. No, I mean, it's cool because, I mean, it just happens, obviously.
And the time's going to pass anyways. So it's just like, woo.
Yeah.
But you know what? It feels really good to know that every day you're doing something that's like, it's like, you know, I mean, it's for obviously a purpose like the show, but at the same time you're like growing every day as a human.
Yeah.
Because you're resisting things.
Yeah.
There's some things I'm like starting to have to be like, okay, like I'm getting a little more food noise.
Yeah.
A little more 2 dreams now. And I was freaking out because they're so realistic and I legit thought that I had like just like binged and messed up or something.
How are you dealing with like the food noise? Like, what's that like?
That's only happening like a certain time. And honestly, it's just like having too much, just like weighing on stuff. I mean, I think something triggered it the other day. I think I was making something for the kids that like obviously was something I definitely couldn't have. Mm-hmm. So that kind of triggered it. But then I'm like, no, because I'm good. I was just hungry. I had skipped. I had waited too long to hit that next meal. And I was just hungry. So I was just like, no, let me eat my food and then I'm good. But I will say, like, my body's eating up the food so much quicker.
Mm-hmm. I think, like, even with, like, not competing, like, people that are just trying to lose weight, they'll have this food noise, but, like, they haven't eaten the food that they're supposed to eat. So, like, they get that food noise and they'll just go for whatever's quick, or like they'll stop at, a fast food place on their way home.
Yeah.
Because they just feel like they're so hungry. It's like, well, if you're hungry, just eat the food that you're supposed to eat and then go from there.
Exactly. And like be set up for the day, which is something I've had to definitely, I'm not bad at, but there's times where I'm like, oh, like I think I'll be fine. But the way my body's processing the food a lot like quicker now, since we've gone into a deeper deficit the past week, I definitely just need to make sure that I have like a lunchbox with like an ice pack and just throw the meal in there so that I never get caught up. And even if I'm eating it cold, like just to like keep like everything in track and keep those blood sugar levels even, so I'm not having any more of that noise or hunger. But I think that's key. Definitely don't let yourself get too hungry.
Yeah, I think people, and that's why we like preach, like plan out your meals. Like you don't have to actually prep, but if you have a plan and you know what you're supposed to eat, that just makes it so much easier. Because when you do get hungry, it's just like, if you don't have that plan, when you do get hungry, you're just going to go for whatever.
Yeah, you're going to
go. If you know what you're supposed to eat, you'll eat that ideally.
Exactly. And then I see a lot of people, like you said, they'll just find the quickest thing. And it's usually obviously something that's like not healthy. So then it's like you spike your blood sugar levels when you're hungry later. And also, you know what else I've noticed? The thought of just not sitting down and focusing on the fact that you are eating and that your brain is receiving food is so big as to why I feel like a lot of people overeat in a way, because we're just so busy in eating on the go, and then we don't like process the fact like, hey, we've been fed, and all this driving and eating.
Well, that and like they're just distracted while they're eating, so they are like watching TV or they're just scrolling on their phone. They're not like, they're just eating.
They're not in the moment.
Yeah, like the food is gone, which a lot of people are like eating out of bags of chips or something like that, so they don't finish until that bag is gone.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And that's like having a set meal, being present, and just doing it. What other struggles are you having?
I don't know. I think that's it right now. We just got another food drop on Sunday. It was funny. You never really know. I've seen this before on social media. It's like, oh, when you've dropped weight and you think your coach is going to give you like a refeed. I didn't have the refeed thought, but I was running on Sunday, and that's when I told you I was like, I should probably tell Karma I just ran. I was like, I still have to lift though. I was dedicated to doing both that day. I didn't care. I was like, I'll do both. And I was like, let me see if I should eat more carbs. But then she looked at my pictures and she was like, no, no more carbs. And I'm updating your food. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Those
funny.
drops keep coming too.
Yeah, where are you at?
I'm at like 22 right now, 2,200 calories around
that
there.
was like my maintenance when I started.
But so I mean, I got a drop on Friday, and I had to adjust my meals a little bit. So I had to take out the oatmeal. I switched it with eggs, and I mean that's a really good meal. So I have eggs, egg whites, and then just throwing a bunch of spinach and peppers. And
oh wait, I think I saw you post that. It looks like
yeah,
really big.
yeah.
At this point, we're eating
volume.
for volume.
Yeah.
We need all the spinach and mushrooms and.
And I mean, it's really good too. And that English muffin is fire.
Wait, you get an English muffin?
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah.
Are you still following macros or meal plan?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, the only thing that's like not on the meal plan is like I have fruit in my like dried fruit in my yogurt at the end of the day, which I'll probably have to take out eventually just because of the sugar.
Yeah.
But for now we're keeping it.
I love that.
How is like posing going? What's that like?
It's good. It's funny, you don't realize you have like certain mobility issues until you actually start doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am thinking I was so flexible, but like twisting like that much at the hips needs a little work. And oh wait, I did think about something. I did have a little bit of that was new. Like definitely in my head, full on like body dysmorphia this week.
Yeah.
Like super like, and I was feeling super confident, and it came out of nowhere, and I was just like second guessing everything like all at once. Like, oh my god, this is exhausting, and I'm sore, and I'm smaller, and everyone at the gym's noticing. And I'm like, that's good. That means, I'm leaning out and things are going as planned. But then it was just like, well, like, am I big enough to do, a show? Do I have enough muscle? And I guess I'm kind of in that in-between part where you're leaning out, but there's not really that much lines that are like deep enough definition to see. So you start second guessing yourself. But I also make the mistake of probably having nothing but that kind of content on my feed. And I'm comparing myself to a lot of other people that, might not be 100% natural or might be enhanced. And I need to keep that in the back of my mind too. And that just goes to show you why you should just kind of stay in your own lane and just focus on yourself during your own personal journey, because everyone's journey is going to be different. There's not one road, so
Yeah.
I kind of had to give a little self-talk to myself just kind of about that.
Yeah, I mean that body dysmorphia is a real thing, and it's funny when members like talk to us about it. It's like, yeah, like we experience it too. Like it's not just y'all. Again, like bodybuilding, I feel like just takes it to an extreme where all of those things are like front and center to us. And like, especially when we're so focused on the look, like that's what we're going for. That's kind of like what the competition is.
Yeah.
So we're, picking apart everything that we see. And like you said, yeah, like some days like we'll be feeling good, and then like we'll look in the mirror and it's not what we want to see.
Yeah.
And it's figuring out how to talk to yourself, or how to talk yourself through that.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole mental thing too.
Yeah, for sure. I actually had to have this talk with Sean on one of my rougher days, I think. And I was just like, whatever happens, whatever crazy stuff I say, or however like agitated I might get, I was like, do not let me quit. Do not. don't let me say that's it. Don't let me ever throw in the towel. I can't see myself doing that anyways,
Yeah.
but
Just having having that conversation with someone to hold you accountable
yeah.
is super important.
Even if it's something that like, because Sean's not interested in doing like a bodybuilding competition or anything, so but he knows it's important to me, so I think he respects that. And I was just like, I need you to get me out of my own head on certain stuff like this, even if it's not something you're passionate about. Like, I need you to be passionate about it for me.
Yeah, I mean, and like when you get deep in prep, like it gets really hard. So like having that support system is so important.
Yeah. Honestly, I know a lot. It like the bodybuilding is like all about that look, but I honestly have just been enjoying the self growth process so much these
Yeah.
last couple months, and that's kind of like when you look at it like that through that lens, like, okay, like the overall goal is like the look, which some people,
Yeah.
they don't care about and they even look down on. But just the growth and the discipline to get there is so amazing. And just that level of like how rewarding it is to just finally do it.
Yeah. I mean, the look is like the byproduct of everything that you're doing, but
Yeah.
the real like outcome is who you become in the process.
Yep, exactly. That's what I love.
And part of that too is like you don't even realize it until like after the show.
Yeah.
So again, it's just doing what you're supposed to be doing, because when you do that, everything else falls in line.
Yep. Then you're growing in like you said, like all other areas.
Mm-hmm. And that's the best part, like
That is the best part.
again, like people might look at bodybuilding as like this self-centered, like you only care about your looks thing, and like
Yeah.
I think it is that way for some people.
Yeah.
Especially like the enhanced people that do it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like natural, it's just love for the game.
Yeah, just love for the game, because you're going to be doing this anyways. So it's just like we're here for the long run. Like it's a marathon, not a sprint, and that's kind of how I view it. And I don't know what this is my first time, so I'm kind of trying to have the mindset of how things are going to go kind of post show for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you hear a lot of different stuff, just not feeling like yourself, like a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm not sure what that road is going to look for me and the unknown, but I kind of have a game plan to overcome anything. And I know I have a really good support system, and I'm just saying it like I don't like, this is definitely just like the one of many like preps for me, I feel.
Yeah, like I said, like you learn something new each prep, like about yourself, and just about how to like cope with all these things, like the body dysmorphia, the food noise, the stress, the like overwhelm. And again, like each time you do it, I think it gets more fun, because not that it gets easier, but like you learn these new tricks on how to deal with all that stuff, and like how you become better.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And like you said, like the last couple weeks, it's just a grind, it's a push. So being able to just lean into that more.
Yeah.
How has obviously you said like you asked like Sean for support, but like how has that been with like you being in prep? Like how has he been handling it?
Honestly, well, he definitely misses like
Yeah,
like
no, I mean
going.
it's tough because you like you're not someone else, but like just so much more strict, and you're not like how you are when you're not in prep.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, you know, he knows like we're not doing any date nights, but we've thought about, he's come up with other stuff for us to do that like would be fun, like for Mother's Day. We didn't end up doing this. We probably will another weekend, but instead of going out to eat, we were like, well, maybe we'll do something more physical. Maybe we'll go to like Inner Peaks climbing or
Yeah.
something, because I really do enjoy. I like rock climbing, so that was like a good idea that he came up with for us to do. So just him being a little bit more innovative. But there's so many other things to do than like just going out to eat. Like spending quality time together in other ways is, just as important. And I kind of make sure everything's taken care of as far as like I obviously have to make sure like my meals are like super nice and prepped, and they're obviously completely different than the kids and his. So I kind of just like make sure he's set with some meals too, because usually we would prep together.
Yeah.
But obviously he's not going to want only 3 ounces of chicken and 1 cup of broccoli. So, in fact, I think he's honestly leaned out a little with some of the meals that
Yeah.
I've made him. Some of it is leftover prep food. But no, he's been very supportive. He just misses our date nights. So, if everything goes well and maybe I'll be ready before the show and we'll get a refeed, and that'll be like super nice to go on like a little date. But other than that, like he knows I'm super locked in. He's seen how far I've come and just like my dedication, and he respects the hustle.
Yeah.
And he says it's not something like he pursued, but he just he respects that I want to do it, and that's like the most you can want in like your partner.
Yeah, it's definitely not for everyone.
What about you though? How's it been with Carm getting hungrier, being pregnant, and your food just continuously getting lower as she's getting hungrier? It's like opposite ends of the spectrum here.
No, I mean it's cool to see like this side of her, because she's always like struggled to like really put weight on, like even like if she eats more, like it's been hard for her to like gain weight.
Like
so,
a hard gainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's been cool to see her enjoy it a little bit, and just be able to kind of eat a little more. But as far as like me seeing it, like it's been okay. Like I said, like this is my 4th prep now. So
Dang, it has it really been 4?
yeah,
Oh wow.
yeah. So this is the 4th one. And like I said, like in the beginning, like if this was my first prep, it would have been way harder. Like seeing, some of the stuff she's eating, like, oh, I'm gonna have to have some of that. So
You're just not obsessing
yeah,
with food, like just a healthier, like I guess, relationship
yeah,
with food.
yeah. And I mean, it's like you said, like just the food that I eat, it's good. Like I know, it's what I need. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
So again, just being able to like talk yourself through that and keep the end goal in mind, like getting on stage. I don't want any of that to mess me up. So I'm going to stick to the plan and keep doing what I know works.
Yep. What do they say? Stick to the plan, not the mood.
Yeah. And I think that's a lot of people's problem, is like they are so caught up in their feelings, and they are so reactive to how they're feeling, and they let that
rule their life.
Yeah. And like it's not to say that like your feelings aren't valid, but like your feelings shouldn't control your day to day. Like your mission should control what you're doing day to day.
Exactly. And feelings and emotion, I mean, they're just I think I saw some psychologists say this, so it's valid. But like, I mean, they're just information
Yeah.
of processing, obviously, like what we're going through at that point in time. They don't have to let it take up we don't have to let it take up our entire day just because we're feeling something in that one moment. Otherwise, you've wasted an entire day on one singular thing and given all your energy to that. And that's just something that I have learned to not let myself do, because then you would just end up, because there's probably something small that happens every single day that we learn to push to the side to not let it. But some people really do let that small little thing just completely ruin their day for them, and then you just
even like their week or their whole month.
Yes.
Like they hold on to it. Like learn how to let things go, let them be. And again, it's just being okay with acknowledging that not everything deserves your time, your energy, your effort.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially like some people, you have to cut some people out of there.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a repetitive thing that like, people are trying to get you off track, or just throwing you off the plan. Like, okay, like this might not be the season for them.
Yeah.
To be
not
with
the season.
me.
Well, some people also want you to just like you intimidate them, so they want you to stoop down to their level.
And like some people love that drama. Some people like live for that, and it's like you don't need that.
Yeah.
Um, and again, like you don't have to cut them out completely, but like let them know, like, hey, like you're bringing me a lot of stress right now, and I can't afford this extra stress. So like, what are we gonna do about it? I don't like you can have that conversation. Like, I don't want to like not be around you, but every time I'm around you, my blood pressure gets raised. Like, I feel anxious. Like all that stuff. And
Yeah.
it's like you get to control, who's around you.
Exactly. And plus, some people just really like kind of stirring up your reactiveness to stuff because they know that you're at that like kind of like calm level. Like it's funny sometimes seeing people get so like flustered about like something super simple and light, and I'm just like, oh, that's labeled me actually having that way of thinking of like, oh, as whimsical, so I'm told. So whimsical jazzy over here, we'll take it.
Yeah,
I roll with it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, just being okay with releasing it and letting it go. You don't have to let it stay with you. Some people are still like enemies with like their high school classmates. Like what? Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was so long ago.
I don't know who's running their high school people. I haven't seen anyone from high school, and like I feel
like they follow them on like Facebook and like stalk them on Facebook, like just to see like it doesn't matter.
Lordy Lord.
All right, so we got the food noise, we got a little bit of body dysmorphia here.
What are you struggling with? Like what's something like legit? Get deep with it.
I mean, the biggest thing has just been energy, but that like comes and goes.
Yeah.
And then energy, just as far as like my mood, it's like I like try to be like super high energy, but that uses a lot of energy. So you have to like kind of like preserve it.
Yeah.
Which is tough because like when I'm in here, like I want to be like that guy that brings the energy.
I feel like you be like pull all nighters though. Like well, we both got off at the same time yesterday. Yeah. We both were in here at the same time. And when I went to log my weight this morning, I saw that you like logged something like 3 hours ago, and I'm like, what time are you going to bed?
No, my sleep has actually been fire.
Really?
This is like the best my sleep has ever been. Sleeping in a little more, which has been nice. Try to get to bed by like 10 at the latest.
What time do you wake up?
So it just depends. Like some days it's like the 4 a.m. So I stopped doing like 3 a.m. switch to like 4, so I get an extra hour there. And then like the days that I don't have to come in here early, it's about like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm kind of similar, except I don't know. I was like up last night just wanting to have like me time on my phone. I went to bed at like 11, and I think I was up at like 4 or 3:30. I have like multiple alarms because I have like a very scared thing where like I'll sleep in and like miss.
Oh yeah, coaching. No, I set multiple alarms. There's no way I just set one.
I
don't trust myself
I don't
like
trust
that.
myself either.
Or the alarms. Sometimes they don't be going off.
You know what I started doing? I started putting my phone on like the opposite end so that when it goes off, I have to feel rushed to get up to turn it off so it doesn't wake up Sean.
Yeah.
So I do that so that I get up out of the bed.
Yeah. No, I feel like some days I will just be on my phone, like at night for some reason, and just have to like put myself to bed.
Yeah.
Be playing Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
Oh yeah, that's my game.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Well, I guess it's better than just like pointless scrolling like me.
Yeah, that's what I tell myself.
Yeah. I guess everyone has their stuff to do. What's cardio look like for you?
So I up my steps to 14,000 a day. Okay. And I've been doing the stairs every day.
Every day.
I've been getting it.
How many?
Ready to go. So it just depends, like 15 minutes minimum, and then like the most I'll do is like 30.
Okay.
And it really just depends on the day and how much time I have.
Right.
But that's usually what I'll end my day with. If I don't get to it like during the day.
Yeah.
Ideally, it's like midday where I hit it, but the past couple of days it's been after I get out of here.
That's one thing that I'm like slightly concerned about with being in prep in the summer is that the kids are out of school and I still want to obviously do fun stuff with them, but also there's like some scheduling stuff that I have to figure out to make sure that I get my lift in. And with Sean being in the office on certain days, I have to like plan it out super particular to make sure that I still obviously have enough hours to work, give the kids, and work out. And my lifts are like, they're like heavy volume. They take time and they're pretty exhausting. So I honestly, by the time I'm done lifting, I honestly am ready to low key get out of there. And
I'm ready to get
I'm like, I'm ready to get the
done.
hell out of there. And so I'll realize that I'll be like waiting towards the end of the week to be like, shoot, I gotta hit my 3 minutes of Stairmaster like back to back to back, to the point where I was thinking about, I think I told you this yesterday, renting from Carolina Fitness Equipment like a 6-month like term for a Stairmaster, or maybe I'll just buy one to have at the house, because I mean, might as well. I'm starting to say I'm gonna be freaking doing this. And the Stairmaster, apparently to Jay Cutler, is iconic.
Yeah, no, I like the Stairmaster. I'd rather do that than a treadmill.
Really? I don't know. I like incline walking.
Not on a treadmill. No
I
way.
do feel just like way more better with like the Stairmaster as far as feeling like I'm doing something, because it just makes me sweat way harder.
Yeah, that and the Jacob's Ladder.
I've done a Jacob's Ladder. I think we had 2 of those at Lifetime now. I think there's only one, but Jacob's Ladder.
I used to do that all the time. That was fun. Not really fun, but.
Do you have a Stairmaster? Do you go to your home gym for that?
Yeah, no, we go to the home gym there, or I do. And I mean, no one's in there. It's really cool. So just the whole place to myself and be singing or just doing whatever. Yeah.
Oh my god. I haven't been here for one of your sessions in a while. I should come hear you on the mic singing, because I kind of sing too.
Yeah.
We're just some karaoke folks over here who happen to coach fitness classes.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fun. You have to have fun with it. How has like coaching been? Or like, how's your energy level been?
Energy's been good. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like maybe I need to up my cardio. I feel like all the yelling I do feel like all the yelling and talking that I constantly do in class is kind of getting it, like started feeling like slightly tiring a little bit for some reason. I don't know why. Like my core, like I don't know. I felt like I'm more tired lately when it comes to that, but that could just be me crashing from some coffee that I had earlier, because my days are pretty long.
Yeah.
And I really only sit down for the most part when I'm driving or eating. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I hate being at the house. And that's like a known thing for everyone. Like I don't like being at my house for too long, especially
you're
if
just
I'm
bored and you're trying to find stuff to do.
Well, there's always housework to do, so I'll like find stuff to do. Yeah, there's always something to do, but I don't know. I think this stems from just being like a stay-at-home mom for years, and being cooped up in the house, and especially COVID. Like I just always want to be doing something. I want to be like looking for grocery deals or doing this. Like I literally just don't like, or walking the dog. Like I don't like being at the house too much.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm always on the go, and I kind of like it like that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it feels good to just be moving and not just sitting around. Like that's always tough.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel so bad about like sitting around. Like I feel like
there's always stuff to do.
There's always stuff to do. There's always something to be accomplished. I'm like always like thinking there's always something I could be doing that's gonna help my future self. So I like have that mindset. And it's more so like a physical thing, but like now, like I've kind of hit that growth point where I'm just like, oh, like it could be like other stuff too, like if I wanted to take more like courses online or this that, so that's that growth factor.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
I think with that, like I went through that period, and it's like just making a list of like if I do catch myself just scrolling or watching TV, like here's a list of things that I can do instead.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I was like, well, what if I started like posting more like on social media, and I could use that time that I spend getting my steps and just putting my Apple Watch on my ankle and like editing a video while I'm walking to
Hmm.
post instead
Yeah,
of just scrolling.
especially with like the cardio, like that's a good time to do it.
Yeah,
Because it'll take your mind off like just doing the cardio, and you'll be distracted by
by like
like
work.
the posting. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Is that what you
Um,
do when you edit? You edit?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's playing Candy Crush.
Yeah, we gotta have that little bit of light.
Yeah. No, I coached the other day, and like before, I was just tired and didn't like really want to do it. So had to like hype myself up for the session, and just used a ton of energy for it. And then like after the class, I just like felt myself like crash. I was just so tired.
And it just happens like that. It's like you're on
Mhm.
a high,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And that's, I think it's again just taking yourself out of your feelings and doing what you know you need to do, and then again when it's over, like that's when you can just let it go.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a really beautiful thing about prep too, is because like you're just constantly pushing yourself to do more while getting less.
Yeah.
And that's like such a I saw that and I was just like, that's such a valid point. Like you are progressively doing more and having less and less to do it, but you're still pushing.
Hmm.
And I'm like, wow, I didn't think about it by like that, but that's amazing.
Especially again like the last few weeks, it's a grind, and like that's where you really have to dig deep. um and that's why you don't want to play or try to play catch up, because it gets harder and harder each week that you're in it. So like
Yeah.
if you're behind and have to catch up, like it's no fun.
Yeah. Is that where you've been before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Was it that prep where you were eating a bunch of chocolate covered nuts?
Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. So again, just not doing that. And then me and Carmen were talking about it too. Like we were eating like those metrics bars, the MetaRx bars, like the
Yeah,
protein
yeah,
bars.
yeah,
There's like 400 or 500 calories,
yeah.
and like we were eating one of those a day, so like extra 500 calories. Um, and it's cool because like knowing that, just like hey, as long as I don't do that and I stick to the plan this time, like it's gonna be insane.
Every time I see those MedRx bars, when you told me that months ago, now I see them and like you guys are like the only people I think about because you're the only
Oh,
people I
they're
know
so
that eat it.
good too.
Really? Would you?
It's like a
What's your
candy bar.
rating scale when it comes to protein bars?
Those are probably top.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I mean, it's a meal.
Yeah.
500
But
calories.
it's a big boy
Yeah,
too.
yeah, oh yeah. Um, they had like they have the apple one.
A cookies and
They got,
cream.
yeah, like a churro one.
They were
Oh, so
BOGO
good.
at Publix, and
Oh
I
yeah,
literally wanted to.
yeah,
This was months ago. I wanted to try one, but I was like, oh, I
yeah.
cannot
Can't even.
fathom
Yeah,
500 calories in
yeah.
a bar.
No, no. Don't even do it. We have like Bear Bells,
Those are good.
like up in the cabinet, and I look at them.
Which ones are they?
They're actually the birthday cake ones.
I love birthday
I haven't
cake.
tried it. I haven't tried it.
So I actually heard that the birthday cake flavor for Bear Bells was like everybody's least flavored thing, which is so sad. Um, I didn't think they were bad at all. I liked them. I mean, they definitely have better ones though. They came out with like a PB and J one that I haven't tried yet. Now they're coming out with like a banana bread one, but like I need some more red velvet flavored stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the Prime Bites brownies. Those are my.
yeah. I feel like I mean I really wouldn't eat like protein bars or anything like that. It would be like in prep, like when I did have them, or just if I didn't have anything to eat, or just stop at the gas station and grab one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something like I would do on the regular unless I was in prep for some reason.
Ah!
um, so good though. I find myself thinking of like that post competition meal though, which I have to stop doing. I'm gonna get pizza after, and like I just looking up pizza places that are near the competition, just like planning that
Oh
out.
yeah, we were talking about that last time. Like pizza. Pizza
Um,
sounds fire.
so good. I haven't had any pizza since freaking January.
Maybe you can like, I don't. You can honestly maybe low key kind of make one if you wanted to do like your English muffin with like
It's just
cottage
not worth it.
cheese.
It's not worth it, you
Why
know?
not?
I'd rather just have like the volume
No,
of
but
the
like you
food.
still have a yogurt. You could literally just seriously, you could get the English muffin, put cottage cheese on it, and then melt it with some like tomato sauce and like, I mean, make your brain think that you're freaking having a pizza. I literally made a cake out of cream of rice the other day, the last 2 days, and that's been like something that I've enjoyed that's totally on my meal plan because it's yogurt and cream of rice. And I literally put, of course, I put 40. That's what I did in case anyone wants to know a healthy cake recipe, okay? 40 grams of cream of rice with 3-to-1 ratio water. So that was like 120 mil of boiling water. So you mix it up and then put like 4 to 5 grams of baking powder with some cinnamon and sweetener. And then I put it in a glass jar and nuked it in the microwave for like 3 minutes. And I got like a spatula and got it out. And then I got like 90 grams of non-fat plain Greek yogurt with a scoop or a half scoop of protein powder with some sweetener, and it literally turned it into like a frosting. And I put it on top of my little like cream of rice patty, and I shit you not, it was a cake. It was a cake to me,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's good or bad, but it I mean, I don't know. It's not making me obsessed with stuff. I feel, or
Yeah.
maybe it is. I don't know.
I do want to try. I don't really like cauliflower rice, but again, like as you get deeper, like you don't care what you eat. You're just glad to have food.
Oh, I sent you that
Yeah,
one.
yeah, that cauliflower rice.
I sent AJ this
Oatmeal.
post with 2 huge bags of cauliflower rice, and then he probably watched it and was like, "Well, too bad I don't like that shit."
Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, like when you get deep, you don't care what it is. You're just thankful for food.
Thank you.
Like I had rice yesterday. I was so hungry. It was like midday. Like it was time for my next meal. I had rice, and it tasted so good. Even though like I've had it like every day for the last like 2 weeks, but I don't know. It was just
Makes you. You're right.
yeah.
It does make you appreciate it more. I probably did do something that I don't know. They say don't do this, but I have them in my freezer. I like had when I was just on macros, I for the first time tried these like Buffin muffins from Hummus Fit. It's like this meal prep company all the way in New York. And that's just what I had for breakfast. It was a good pre-workout, had a good amount of carbs, had a decent amount of protein. And I just made it work with all my other foods that were whole foods, and I just modified carbs and protein to fit the macros. And it worked. They ended up having like all these mystery flavors, and long story short, I like bought a bunch of muffins and threw them in the freezer because my kind of game plan for 2 weeks post show is to just be on a macro plan to have freedom a little bit. The first 2 weeks I heard is the hardest, so I plan to stay on a meal plan and increase for those 2 weeks until I guess whenever I won't put a timeline on it, but whenever I feel like I can have just one muffin, that's when we'll probably crank them out of the freezer. But part of me is like maybe I shouldn't have done that, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know what it's gonna be like for me, but I mean, I'm in control of that, so.
Yeah. I mean, that's like a fun part of it too, is just like realizing like it doesn't stop at the competition. Like that's a whole new season now, where you can, you know, do it the right way and reverse, or just throw everything away and go back to where you were before.
Yeah.
Prep.
Because if you reverse right, then that's like ideal because
Yeah, I mean
you'll
that's
put
best
on
case
just like
scenario.
only like a small amount. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be, you're not gonna say post show, like you're not gonna say that lean, but like I don't know, like what would you say is like a good amount to add back on to still stay decent? Like probably like 10 to 15 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, I think it really just depends on like where you want to be, and like how long you want it to take. Like if you're trying to do like another show, like right after or another year, or if you're going to go into like a 2 or 3 year build. Um, and I think the competition is going to be like not where you decide it, but it'll be a good indicator of like what you want to do next.
Yeah. I know you said you want to like train for like the Ironman next. Is that like how long you think you'll give your body to recover before you start heading into that?
I don't know. So I mean,
I guess you're in like a super busy season where like kind of since you guys are, having a baby, like I guess once the show finishes, like maybe some of that stuff might be like put on the back burner, you think? Or
I don't think so. I think I'm gonna want to have like that plan, and I think it'll really just depend on again like energy level and like how I'm feeling. But like I'd like to like jump into it right away. Like I'll probably continue with like the strength training, like 3 to 4 days a week, and then it won't be like full fledged like running like 10 miles out the gate, but like a little bit of running,
yeah,
especially like depending on how the reverse goes.
right,
Like if I do want to eat a little more, then I'll just up the training a little bit
right.
instead of just not having a
Yeah.
plan.
How long do you think it like takes to actually feel back to like feeling strong and energized again after post show and eating? Is it like kind of immediate almost, or
It's probably a couple weeks.
really?
Yeah,
Oh shoot.
yeah. No, like I said, it's a whole different like ball game at that point. Like you're um, dealing with a lot, especially like the body dysmorphia, because you do have to put on size. You've been so focused on the way you look for the past 33 weeks for me. So it's, taking the look out of it and again, putting your focus somewhere else. Almost like not even looking in the mirror because you'll just get pissed off.
That's so funny that I'm gonna be on that end of the spectrum because I remember feeling that when I was originally losing weight, and I was just like, I'm not gonna focus on it. I'm just gonna like, it's funny because like when you're first starting out, like I remember walking past the mirrors in the gym, and I would just like avoid them like the plague.
Yeah.
And then now it's like a little bit different where you're like, okay, like we'll check it out.
Yeah, I
See what's
mean,
going
it's
on.
like right now, it's like you have to look at yourself every day. You have to be okay with what's in the mirror, which I mean, you always should be, but
Yeah.
now even more so, um, which is cool. Like I'm posing more. I haven't had that like, this sucks moment,
Really.
like as far as like how I look. But again, like when you're deep in it, you're like, why do I look like this?
No, yeah. I feel like your prep's going. I mean, it looks pretty good
No, I
from the
mean
outside
it's
scope.
a plus right now. I'm no complaints.
Oh Lord, let's keep the good jiggy
Yeah,
going.
and that's. I mean, I like I said, like I added the stairs in. I'm ready. Like I'm ready to push.
Now, is that prescribed to you? That was something you did by your own.
I asked him like if it was okay for me to do it, and he gave me the go ahead. So
Okay.
we're all in.
Oh, we're all in. Do you feel a difference already doing it? Or
Yeah,
like
I
see a
mean,
difference, I guess.
I think just like knowing you're doing something like goes
Makes
a
it,
long
yeah.
way too. And weight's dropping. I mean, that could be from the calorie drop too.
Where we at now?
We're at 197.
Ooh,
So
was that a new low?
yeah, so 197.4 was the new low this week. I'm gonna try to get to 182, 185 the first show, and then the second show I'm gonna try to be under 180.
Okay.
So have like 12 to 15 pounds in the next 11 weeks, and then I'll have another 6 weeks after that to drop another like six.
Couple.
Yeah.
So you'll probably get a nice refeed between the first and the second show.
We'll see.
We'll see. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, like peak week, like before, or like a couple days before the show, like you get a refeed.
Yeah.
You'll just get extra carbs to like fill you out. Well, depending on like how your body responds to certain stuff.
Right.
And that's why it's another reason that you want to be ahead of the plan. That way you can manipulate that stuff, see what works for your body instead of like going in just guessing.
Right.
So having that like week or two to play with, or even like having multiple shows that you can do to see what brings out the best look.
Yeah, that makes sense. I honestly kind of want to come to DC and watch you and Mita.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it is. Are y'all flying or driving?
No, we're driving. So we'll drive up Friday, check in and stuff, and then show is on Saturday, and then we'll head back on Sunday or Monday. We'll see. What else you got?
I think that's our update.
That's our update.
That's our update. That's our week in review. And we're talking a new low into existence.
Yeah.
Because for some reason, me hitting new lows happens like boom, 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 and we stay, and then boom, boom, boom.
That's how it goes.
So weird.
And again, that's why people just quit, because they feel like nothing's happening, but you have to see through that little wall.
Keep grinding.